everybody, and welcome to the Reality of Wrestling. My name is Brad Gilmore, and today on the show we have an incredible night of action, looking back at some of our most memorable matches over the last 2 years here in Reality of Wrestling. We're going to start with the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds division, which is the most competitive division in all of women's independent wrestling today, and we got to see two Reality of Wrestling debuts in one night. We saw Madi Wrenkoski, Miss Reality herself, take on the video gamer, Vertvixen. Let's take a look.
Coming in from Dallas, Texas, Miss Reality, Madi Wrenkoski. Had an opportunity to catch up with Madi Wrenkoski earlier today. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
Reality of wrestling? You haven't even seen reality. But don't worry, you'll get a little dose tonight, courtesy of Miss Reality, Madi Wrenkoski. You're welcome.
Confident as ever is Miss Reality, making her Reality of Wrestling television debut. Seen her here in years past in the WGA, so not unfamiliar to this environment.
And her opponent, straight from her Twitch stream, she is the baddest nerd you've ever seen. This is Vertvixen!
Vertvixen, we recently saw her inside the World Gym Arena at Reality Wrestling's Diamonds Are Forever event, making her Road television debut as well. This is what Vertvixen had to say.
Ever since I started wrestling, I have been completing quest after quest after quest. And finally, I've made it to the next level. Tonight, on Reality of Wrestling, Vertvixen makes her TV debut. And whoever steps in the ring with me, girl, you better have more XP, because I'm about to make it game over for you.
All right, both these women confident here this evening, and we're about to get our opening bell for Madi Wrenkoski versus Vertvixen. This is a very interesting matchup between these two. Kirby, carry on. Tell me more about some of the accomplishments these two women have had outside the Reality of Wrestling.
Madi Wrenkoski has been trained by the phenomenal Jazz, and honestly, it shows. She has been taking names wherever she goes, whether it is all over Texas, whether it's in AEW. She is absolutely making a name for herself, and I'm excited to see her here in the Reality of Wrestling.
Of course, Madi Wrenkoski, known as Miss Reality, and I ask you, Abel Andrew Jackson, once upon a time you had to make your debut here in the Row. How did that feel for you, and what do you think these women are going through right now?
Well, it's a ball of excitement. It's nervous energy. Oh, it's fire. It's electric. It's just everything.
Everything wrapped up into one, and right now I think Madi Wrenkoski, I don't think she wants any more. Maybe she's protecting her face. Of course, her face is her money maker. Miss Reality, cover here, one, and a kick out. Vertvixen coming live from her Twitch stream, you tell me, Kirby, carry on.
Straight from her Twitch stream. I'm pretty sure I saw her setup back there, so I'm pretty sure she just hit go offline and then immediately made her way right out here to the ring.
Look at that. Well, there's a big slap from Madi Wrenkoski. Almost seems somewhat afraid of Vertvixen.
I definitely agree. I mean, but she was playing cat and mouse. What is Twitch? Is it something like I don't know, like
the cover here.
That, you know what, you know as well as I do. I think the Twitch man over here is Kirby, carry on. Kirby, carry on. What is Twitch?
Twitch is a streaming platform here where you can play video games to a wide audience here, and that is something that Vertvixen brings to the table here herself. All of her video game knowledge, it applies to her here in the middle of the ring as well.
Well, I think this isn't a video game for Madi Wrenkoski. This is as real as it possibly can be, and both these women want to get a win in their Road television debuts. Of course, the ever-competitive Reality of Wrestling Diamonds division, and a win here will impress the powers that be and the matchmakers and potentially have you in line for a shot at that title.
I think this is by far one of the best Diamonds divisions we've ever had in the history of Reality of Wrestling there, Brad.
Look at that cover. 1, 2. And right now, Madi Wrenkoski Oh, and look at that.
Oh, she's vicious.
Trying to utilize, she used 3 of that 5-second count that she gets, and now pleading her case to the referee. I don't think that's going to make him change his mind. Definitely can't do that here at the row.
Oh, maybe she didn't know.
She could have not known.
She could have not known.
It is her row debut, nevertheless. And right now, oh, wow. Definitely Madi Wrenkoski establishing dominance here in the early going, Abel.
Oh, definitely. I mean, she's giving everybody a
Wait, referee counting up to 4.
I thought she was just trying to show everybody at home her face.
Cover 1, 2. Cover 1, 2. Madi Wrenkoski getting frustrated with Vertvixen. Cover again, 1, 2, and a kick out again from Vertvixen.
You know that wears down the opponent. The more they have to kick out, they exert that energy to kick out, it wears them down, so it's smart on her part.
Awesome insight from a former champion himself, and right there, Kirby, that could be Vert's opening.
100%. That looked a little bit like a critical hit, but she could be gearing up for a little bit more. This could be super effective here, Brad.
Oh, and a big lariat from Vert, and a back elbow to match it. Right now, Vertvixen trying to get back into the driver's seat. Reversal there from Madi Wrenkoski, but a baseball slide and a kick to the grill, and another one. She's saying, get over here. Looking to finish this up. Oh, to the back of the head. That could be all. That could be all. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. We've seen Vertvixen in matches prior win with that very maneuver.
100%. That is how she won at Diamonds Are Forever, if I'm not mistaken here. But Madi Wrenkoski saw it, scouted, and neither women want to lose this matchup because, again, it is their debut. This is the brightest lights they have been under here in the WGA. And now Vertvixen, look at this. She's got Madi Wrenkoski up on her shoulders.
What is she thinking here? Madi fights her way out of it. And right now, going for a hip toss, and looks like, a DDT. Cover 1, 2. And a 2.5.
That was so close.
And look at the face of Miss Reality, not believing what she has seen. And now getting in the face of our senior referee, Isaac Bouillon, hooking both legs at that time.
Wow.
Somehow Vertvixen finds a way to counter. And look at that. Wait a minute. Backslide, cover 1, 2, 3. Vertvixen got her.
Wow.
The winner of this contest, Vertvixen!
Vertvixen getting a surprise win with that backslide out of nowhere, Abel.
You can never count anybody out when it comes to this sport. When you're in this game, you can never count anybody out. It can be over that quick.
Well, a sign of respect there from Madi Wrenkoski and Vertvixen. Madi said, I could have had you. I didn't see that backslide coming. Great showing by both these women on their debut here on Reality Wrestling Television.
3 years ago, I arrived here at Reality of Wrestling, and immediately, I was marked. In what can be described best as Stockholm Syndrome, I found a home in Legion. I found success in Legion, but I lost my soul. So now I am all alone. To fend for myself. No one to watch my back. And that's just the way I like it. Growing up, I learned you don't start fights, you end them. But sometimes, it's more fun to start them. So now I fight. I fight to survive. I fight for my soul. I fight for money. Most of all, I fight for fun.
Row Nation, I'm Andrew Green, and I am joined by Miss Raychell Rose. Rachel, how are you doing tonight?
I would do a lot better if you learned how to announce me with my proper title, your Queen of House Rose, your Diamonds Division Champion, Raychell Rose.
Okay, allow me to start over, please. Sorry, forgive me. Good evening, Row Nation. I am Andrew Green, and I am joined by your Queen of House Rose, the Diamond Division Champion, Miss Raychell Rose. Rachel, how are you doing tonight?
You know what? I'm doing fine. Is there a reason I'm here talking to you of all people?
Well, actually, yeah. Rachel, tonight we're looking back at some of the best women's matches here at the Reality of Wrestling leading up to the first ever Sherry Martel Classic. Now, you're actually featured in 2 of the matches here tonight. You're a special guest referee in the main event where HYAN faces AQA in a steel cage match. And coming up next, we're going to see one of the biggest matches of your career so far. But Rachel, most would agree that you have been one of the most dominant women Reality of Wrestling has ever seen. And if I may say, your odds of winning the Sherry Martel Classic are looking pretty good. How are you feeling leading up to the tournament?
You know what? I am feeling very confident because I am the woman holding this title on my shoulder. I am the woman who has carried this division on my back. And I'm so glad that these girls are at least trying to step up to my level. Now, they will all try and they will all fail and they will all end up bending the knee to your Queen of House Rose while I make my way to the finals and win the Sherry Martel Classic.
Byline Surveying, over 100 years of combined land surveying experience in the state of Texas. The one call to make for your land development, construction layout, platting, and commercial land surveying needs. We use the latest in GPS surveying technology and office software. Our corporate office is located in East Texas, but our field crews serve all of North, East, and Central Texas. Not sure where to start? We're always here to help. Visit bylinesurveying.com or call 903-473-5150.
Is Raychell
The Queen has entered the kingdom, and Raychell Rose has been at the precipice of trying to become Diamond's champion for the first time. Brad, do you think tonight could be her night?
Well, right now, Kirby, after we look at what we saw from the first 2 contests this evening, anything can happen at Summer of Champions. She has been on the precipice. That's a great word to describe it. Will she punch her ticket in? She's going to have to go through 2 of the very best that we've ever seen to do so. So we'll have to find out.
You know, looking at the field here, Brad, it's definitely going to be a tall mountain to climb. We've got Rok-C, we've got the champion, Promise Braxton. Nothing is guaranteed here, but this could absolutely be Raychell Rose's night. Tom Johnson, thank you for that $10 super chat. We're glad you're enjoying the show. Rok-C has been making all the waves everywhere right now, Brad. She is currently in that Ring of Honor Women's Championship tournament, and she picked up an amazing victory in the first round as she keeps moving up the ranks.
Well, if I know Rok-C, the Prodigy is going to go all the way and win it all and show everyone what the Road Diamonds division is all about. And right now, she has the opportunity to regain a championship in which she held longer than any other woman in this company's history.
She also holds the record for the youngest champion in Reality of Wrestling history, and now she could be one of the few to add her name to the list of being a 2-time Diamonds Division champion.
That includes names, I'm sure, like Kylie Ray, Ivory Robin,
HYAN.
Great list to be a part of.
But before we even talk about new champions possibly being crowned, we still have to talk about the current champion herself. Promise Braxton has been having the dream run of runs here as Diamond's champion, defeating people like Alex Gracia, defeating people like Zeta Ramir in NXT. The list just goes on and on, Brad. HYAN is even on that list. Promise Braxton has proved that she absolutely deserves to call herself the champion, and she has one tough test today, but you know she's going to be up to bat.
Absolutely. She has been an enigma. She has been somebody who we have not seen cut from any cloth similar to hers in the Raw Diamonds division. She is special. That's why she's the champ.
We all know that an accident takes only seconds, but the injuries can last a lifetime. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, a truck wreck, or a motorcycle accident, give me a call. You'll be glad you did. And why would you call anyone else?
This title has an incredible lineage, and one of these women will walk out of the biggest stage in Raw history, still or a new Diamonds champion.
And you can see both women already going after Rok-C. They know how much of a danger she is. She is young, but she has a hell of experience as Rok-C has this entire crowd with her. Look at that cartwheel. That athleticism by Rok-C is what we know her for. She is the prodigy for a reason. She rolls through and now connects with the knees to the midsection. 2 count already. Raychell Rose could not get that pinfall break right there, but now Rok-C able to see that Raychell Rose is trying to get back inside the ring. As now Promise Braxton and Rok-C are inside the ring. That arm drag, the second one.
Beautiful, wow. One of the great things of getting to sit in this broadcast booth, cover 1, 2, 2.5 right there, 2 count for Rok-C. One of the great things about sitting in this booth, Kirby Carry On, you will find out. You get to see the competitors grow, match by match, performance by performance, and somebody like Rok-C is sensational. They don't call her the prodigy for no reason. She literally took to this like a duck takes to water or like a bird takes flight. It's been sensational to watch her grow and develop.
And that is what passion will do for you here, Brad, as Rok-C able to dive off the ring, but hold on, able to get out of the way as now Raychell Rose connects with that beautiful super kick that she is very well known for. Raychell Rose and Promise Braxton, though, look at this. Instead of going after each other, they focus on Rok-C. And now Raychell Rose telling the crowd to just shush for a second so they can hear the impact from that chop. But the crowd is not giving her that whatsoever. Oh, that chop, I can feel it all the way over here. Another one-upsmanship by both women on Rok-C.
Here we go. A couple of the Diamonds working together, but you know they can't do it for the entirety of the match. One Diamond can win, not both of them, Kirby.
Absolutely. Now, oh my God, those chops are just absolutely brutal. Now, Brad, I gotta ask here, this is triple threat rules. That means Promise Braxton does not have a champion's advantage. How do you adapt to something like that?
Look, you just go in there with the same game plan that you always have. Promise Braxton's only had one game plan since she walked into the doors a row. That's win. And win by any cost, by any means necessary. And she has proven that so far. That is why she's the champion. I don't think that Promise Braxton gives a damn if there's 1, 2, or 5 other competitors in the match. She's gonna go do what she does and do it better than anybody else.
And lest we forget, you're right, Promise Braxton won that championship in a triple threat match as well.
Absolutely, that is how she cashed the ticket.
And here, look at this. Both women are just completely obliterating Rok-C in the corner with all kinds of strikes.
But I like this, to be honest with you. Here's the thing, triple threat match, if you are worried about having to keep track of where everyone is, take one of them out, put them out to pasture, make sure it's just a one-on-one contest. It's actually working right now for Raychell Rose and Promise Braxton.
And both these women are just toying with Rok-C right now. And I gotta wonder here now, how long is this partnership gonna last? Oh, hold on, Rok-C starting to get back into this, just with the strikes to the midsections of both women. But now the numbers game, just completely coming undone for Rok-C.
Raychell Rose jaw-jacking with Isaac Bouillon. Isaac Bouillon hadn't had an easy night tonight, has he?
He is not. Everybody seems to just be on his case, but he is doing a great job here as now Promise Braxton takes Rok-C over to the other side of the ring. And look at this, both women now working together.
Double Irish whip.
Double tag team action here as now Raychell Rose and Promise Braxton both attempting to go for the pin. But as you mentioned, only one can win.
See, this is where problems begin.
And look at this, Raychell Rose trying to take Promise Braxton out, but instead, Promise Braxton able to take the queen out. Elbow to the midsection. Rok-C now able to get back into this. And as you mentioned, the numbers game has dwindled. Only 2 people are in the ring. The champion and one of the challengers. Promise Braxton now sending Rok-C to the corner. Hold on, a counter here.
European uppercut to Promise Braxton. Rok-C trying to battle back, obviously wearing the wounds of this contest thus far.
Oh, Promise Braxton able to get it out of the way. And look at that, the clothesline from the outside as Promise Braxton. Now the cockiness from the champion. Oh, hold on, look at this. Oh, Raychell Rose able to break up that pinfall. This is where the game plan has to come into play. You don't have eyes in the back of your head. You need to pay attention to all of your surroundings.
Right now, Raychell Rose stepping on the side of the dome piece of Promise Braxton. You talk about Rok-C competing in Ring of Honor. Both of these women right here, Raychell Rose and Promise Braxton, competing on the AEW stage as well. Cover 1 and a kick out.
And that kind of experience is irreplaceable. This is why these 3 women are fighting for this championship here tonight. They are 3 of the best women that we have here in the reality of wrestling, but only one can walk away the Diamonds Division champion.
Right now, Raychell Rose trying to make sure that she's positioning herself to be just that, a champion, something that has eluded her entire career here at the Row. And now talking a little smack.
Raychell Rose does like to get in people's heads like that, but look at this. That drop kick, the hesitation drop kick to the back of Promise Braxton, using the ring to an advantage, going for the pinfall. 2 count, but no. Not quite enough yet. Rok-C though, able to get the roll up, but no, not quite yet. These 3 are starting to get into the deep waters.
You worth it.
Rok-C, she is gearing up for something big here, Brad. She just dives to the outside. The Prodigy is not going to let this chance escape her to become a 2-time Diamonds Division champion.
Wow. And right now, you can't win the title on the outside. Rok-C knows that. Throwing Raychell Rose back into the action, back inside the squared circle.
And now these 2 are the only women in this ring. Remember, the champion does not have to be pinned. And look at this. The punches are just raining down from Rok-C. Rok-C now connects with that clothesline.
Where she can get to this place, Kirby. We've seen it before where she taps into her reserves.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Taking her for a bit of a spin. The leg sweep. Instead, now she's got Promise Braxton up as well. The leg sweep. DDT combination. Rok-C, this could be her opportunity to become 2-time Diamonds Division champion. Going right into the cover. 1, 2. But Raychell Rose able to kick out Rok-C back into the pinfall to the champion. 2. But Promise Braxton able to still kick out.
And Rok-C asking the referee, are you sure? She knew that may have been her opportunity to capture the Diamonds title. Now she's gonna have to go to plan B.
Now here we go, look at this. Rok-C able to lift up Promise Braxton to the top rope. This is a dangerous spot here, Brad. That is a huge distance to fall. Raychell Rose able to get back up to her feet. And now I think Rok-C's trying to go for a superplex here, but now Raychell Rose in position. This is a bad spot here, Brad. All 3 women are up, and now all 3 women are down.
And Raychell Rose falls to the outside, leaving the champion and Rok-C.
All three women are just exhausted here, Brad, and they have put each other through everything. Absolutely everything. Promise Braxton and Rok-C now starting to stir back up to their feet.
Who's going to get to the vertical base first? They will obviously have the advantage. Both of them just crawling.
Now here we see Rok-C able to connect with that elbow to the champion, but Promise Braxton fires back. And now between these two now, it is just an absolute war of attrition. Who is going to be the first to fall? Oh, Rok-C able to fire back. And I promise Braxton herself able to fire back as well. These two are just throwing everything except the kitchen sink at each other.
Look at that, spinning heel kick, back heel kick.
Oh, here we go. This is how Rok-C won the championship. That spinning facebuster. If she's able to land, she could win the championship, but Promise Braxton had it scouted. As now Promise Braxton, she's got Rok-C up. We could be seeing it. The promised land could be here, the broken promise. But both of these women know each other so well. The spinning power slam from Promise Braxton to Rok-C going into the pinfall.
Cover one.
But Raychell Rose able to get out there and break up the pinfall. Rok-C's in a lot of trouble. She's starting to roll. As now it is a contest between Promise Braxton and Raychell Rose in the middle of this ring.
Raychell Rose countering out of that. Sends her into the ropes.
Oh, look at that! The spear may have broken Promise Braxton in half and gotten Raychell Rose the championship. But Rok-C able to break it up.
That could have been all Kirby carry on.
Rok-C now trying to send Raychell Rose to the outside, but she gets caught. As Rok-C now just slams Raychell Rose, starts to flip her back over, and the knee to the face connects from Rok-C. Raychell Rose, though, able to use the ropes to be able to escape and go to the outside. And we're back once again to Rok-C versus Promise Braxton in the ring.
And now Rok-C turning her attention back to the champion.
Here we go, Brad. Here we go. The spinning facebuster once again scouted from Promise Braxton.
Broken promise.
Look at that! The broken promise from the champion.
Wait a minute,
Rok-C was able to roll out. Rok-C was able to roll out.
Rok-C had the presence of mind to get out of there. And now, Raychell Rose hangs up Promise Braxton on that top rope. Oh my
The super kick
goodness.
connects, but now, Brad, look at this! Off with her head! Raychell Rose into the pinfall. Two, three, and we have a new Diamonds Division champion! The Queen has seized her throne here, Brad.
She came into this match the only one who had not held that championship. She walks out of Summer of Champions, the biggest stage in this company's history, as the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Champion.
Kansas Creative Sports Alliance with that super chat right there saying, "Get him, Raychell." Well, she absolutely did, as she now holds that championship above her head. And now, the kingdom is here. Everybody is gonna bend the knee to Raychell Rose, Brad.
You're going to have to, Kirby. You have no choice. Because before she was missing one thing. That was the crown jewel. And now, she has it.
Tom Johnson, once again, thank you for that $10 super chat. I am still just absolutely amazed that Raychell Rose has finally claimed the crown as she stands tall as the Diamonds Division champion here tonight at Summer of Champions 7.
Having her loyal subject, Isaac Bouillon, there, put the title on her, having some trouble.
she's gonna need more loyal servants like than that there, Brad. But look at that, again, just holding the championship above her head. And tonight, the queen walks away back into her throne room with that crown.
This is Booker T World Gym Arena in Texas City, the home to the Reality of Wrestling Training Center. It's a 20,000 square foot facility with more than 50 full-time students and wrestlers from around the world. Inside the World Gym Arena sits a 9,000 square foot venue set up for weekly shows.
From up top, 1-2 moonsault!
What he's done here is awesome. He's created opportunity and he's creating great talent, as you guys well know.
In the back, a full weight room.
6 up!
Complete with state-of-the-art equipment and personal trainers.
There you go, there you go. Two more.
A full staff and office personnel.
One more.
Running the day-to-day operation. We have interview sets for TV production, promo classes, quarterly combines. We evaluate progression and team building. At the World Gym Arena, we don't just teach you how to become a professional wrestler, but an elite sports entertainer. This is Reality of Wrestling.
Everything all right? Everything's fine. It couldn't be better, actually. Gaspar. Reality of Wrestling is growing. And growing very quickly, if I may add. We have the big showdown. Don't mess with Texas event coming up in Dallas. It couldn't be better. But there is one little problem that we may have to fix. Ed Stone, who has the audacity to want to buck the system. He's one of Charmel's favorite. He think he has protection. Well, I'll show him how you get protected. Come in. Promise. Have a seat.
Don't mind if I do.
I have high hopes for you, Promise. You're going places. You're gonna be a big star. You already are. And we have the huge event coming up. The Sherry Martel Classic. This event was made for you. You are the chosen one. You must represent Reality of Wrestling like no one else can. I need you to do this for me. Can you do this, Promise?
There's a quote you said in 1997. In order to kick some ass, you gotta bring some.
I like that. Thank you, Promise. See you at the Classic. Now, we get down to business.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. My name is Brad Gilmore and we have an incredible main event for you, but before we get there, last week on the show we heard from the brand new Reality Wrestling champion, the mysterious Q. We heard exactly what was his mindset after that unforgettable encounter with the former champion Will Allday. We have not been able to get in touch with Will Allday. All requests through his publicist have been denied. We have no medical update on the former champion, but we will bring you one as soon as we have it. And I really want to know from Will Allday what he thought about the advice from the chairman of this company, Booker T, leading into that match. But more on that later. Coming up in our main event, the most watched match in Reality of Wrestling history, garnering more views than the Super Bowl last year, than the finale of Seinfeld, and rivaled that the finale of MASH. This is a cage match for the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship. It saw AQA go one-on-one with HYAN. Let's take a look at your main event right now.
The bell rings. The rules are simple. Oh, wait a minute! Pinfall, submission, or escape the cage. There are no disqualifications. There must be a winner. Bad blood between these two. It has boiled over to this moment, and it's going to explode here tonight in our main event. HYAN has been a part of some pretty big moments here in the Diamonds division, and we've seen her continuously compete in title match wrestling's Ladies Night Out. But will this moment be a little bit too big for AQA, Brad Gilmore?
Wait a minute. Look at that, Angela. Oh, it's a great question, Matt Topolsky. Angela has been to the mountaintop before here in Reality Wrestling and captured that Diamonds Championship.
But the question has been consistency. And one part of it, of course, is because of the injury she sustained courtesy of HYAN. There hasn't been a sustained title defense on her part. And this is about as big a stage as two athletes will find themselves in the main event inside the steel cage with the gold hanging in the balance.
Right, you are, and great scouting there by HYAN. And again, that cage is unforgiving. That cage has no give to it. No, oh, and look at, hold on. Angela grabbing on to the cage.
Well, Angela hanging on like Spider-Woman here. And comes down throat first across that top rope. And those ropes are tight. There is a metal cable inside of those, and that right there could crush your throat, crush your sternum. A very dangerous situation early on, and you said it, Brad Gilmore. That cage has no give, and you know both of these athletes are going to try and use it here tonight as a weapon.
When they can, it's well within their rights. It's in the rules. You can use that cage. As we just saw.
HYAN, one impressive string of victories after another. She continues to put them together. Tonight, if she were to emerge from the steel cage with the Diamonds Division Championship still firmly around her waist, what a statement it would make. Certainly, she has been making the case that this division now belongs to her.
And now they're on the apron, and she's...
Oh, and look at this, she's just raking Angela's face across the metal. Oh my goodness, that's hard to watch.
She's shoving her face into that steel, the chain link fence. And all our referee can do is just look along. There's nothing illegal about any of those maneuvers.
Look out, look out, look out! Oh! And Brad, HYAN had Angela positioned with that metal post, that support post, right between her and her face.
Here we
Cover
go.
Here, one, two! Kick out by the challenger. But the damage has been done. The damage continues to be done. HYAN stalking the challenger now. Snap suplex. Hangs on here, HYAN. Looking for a second. AQA leaps over the top. Oh my goodness! An elbow and a forearm right to the face and another one, and that's a stunning elbow to the face, and now coming back with a forearm.
Wait a minute, HYAN got her now up on the shoulders. What's she looking to do? Is she gonna throw her face first into the turnbuckle?
A little snake eyes there in the corner. HYAN now. Oh! Knee to the temple. Crushing her head between her knee and that metal fencing. Cover 1, 2. Kick out there from the challenger, but Brad, you start to get the sense that perhaps AQA may have come back a little bit too soon, or that maybe the moment is just too big for her here tonight.
Walker Texas Ranger handles the bad guys with a roundhouse kick. I'm Jim Walker, Walker Texas lawyer. I handle the insurance companies with a roundhouse kick to the wallet. If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, give me a call at 713-552-1117 or visit my website at walkertexaslawyer.com. You'll be glad you did. Why would you call anyone else?
This is the main event on Reality of Wrestling for the Diamonds Division Championship. Inside a steel cage, Angela, AQA, versus HYAN, the Renaissance Woman. And what a fight it has been. Both athletes have been down for some time here.
Referee up to a count of 7. Not exactly sure which women has the advantage here.
This would be a shame if this ended in a no contest. The very reason for putting these two inside a steel cage was so that we could get a winner here tonight. That's what Booker T knew the Row Nation wanted.
Oh, wait a minute, and HYAN calling for that door to be open. And if she's able to crawl out, she's gonna remain the champion. And she has a great shot at it right now, Matt Topolsky.
I'll tell you what, Brad, HYAN in survival mode here. She's about to walk out with her championship.
Angela, though, AQA grabbing that right leg.
Oh!
And a big forearm as the door closes.
I don't know how Angela is on her feet right now. Superman punch! Superman punch out of nowhere! Sling blade here from the challenger. Somehow, Angela battling back after taking that superplex off the top rope.
Angela throwing her in one corner, in the other.
Superman superplex! The challenger treating HYAN like a human pit bull. Now the cover here to win the Diamonds Division Championship. Oh my goodness. What a near fall. Somehow HYAN able to slip out the back door, and this main event rolls on. Diamonds type just hanging out there for one of these two to capture the moment, and what a moment it would be.
But Matt Topolsky, have they given it all they could? How much is left? What more abuse can they put each other through? Oh, wait, hold on now. We're looking.
Oh, look at this, look at this.
Sleep. She's looking for that beauty sleep.
1, 2 is an inside cradle.
Angelo was able to get out of that beauty sleep once.
Oh, not this time. Face first. HYAN is about to retain the Diamonds Championship. 2. Oh, my goodness.
That is the first time anyone has ever kicked out of the beauty sleep. And HYAN cannot believe it. She's hyperventilating in the center of the ring.
I think one of the things that bothers the Renaissance Woman so much, that makes her enraged, is that she has finally met a challenger that has the same ambition, the same drive, the same fire in her gut that HYAN has, and that drives her absolutely crazy, Brad, and it was demonstrated right there, kicking out of the beauty sleep.
Well, HYAN is the Renaissance Woman. She's gonna have to find another way out of it. Oh wait, here comes Angela with a jumping bulldog. Won her the Diamonds Championship.
Angela, pump handle. A modified pump handle slam hooks the leg to win the Diamonds title. Wow. We're talking about an inch away, literally, from becoming two-time champ.
Angela now can't believe it. That maneuver has gotten her W's here in reality wrestling before. And now both these women back to a vertical base as the onslaught continues. I mentioned every physical encounter these two women have had. One of them ends up in a medical facility. Will that trend continue?
Well, I think it's absolutely inevitable considering what they've done to each other so far. Head scissors. Angela hangs on. Oh. She gets ejected into the corner by the champion. HYAN body avalanche.
HYAN is so impressive, Matt Topolsky. The continuing force that she brings forward always in her matches.
Absolutely. I mean, she's 100% kinetic energy. She just keeps coming.
Boom! Look at that! And a big elbow. Oh!
Into that stunner from the second rope. HYAN looking to put it away here.
Pinfall will win her. Pinfall will win the match right here. Wait, what is HYAN thinking?
Well, Brad Gilmore, we saw this at Ladies' Night Out.
She is the Renaissance woman, and she's added a new technique to her arsenal.
She's looking for the 450.
She missed it.
HYAN was going for that 450, and she landed on her face. Angela got the hell out of Dodge. Now can she capitalize?
Angela. Oh, big side kick. Booker T style. Now, wait, hold on. What is Angela thinking?
Angela known for her high risks.
Well, this might be one risk that she does not need to take.
This is for the Diamonds Championship. It's the main event. You're damn right she's going to take it from the top rope. She's calling for Shooting Star Press.
Shooting Star Press.
Shooting Star Press cover 1, 2, 3. Wrestling, HYAN has captured the Diamonds title for the second time.
Incredible, pulling out all the stops. And I'm not sure that HYAN even can believe it right now. A beautiful, picture-perfect shooting star press. And Angela reclaims the Diamonds Championship.
What a remarkable main event, befitting of a Diamonds division that continues to rise to the occasion. But as it goes for tonight, the Renaissance is over. HYAN reigns supreme.